Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Janelle Padilla.
And I'm Scott Hennessy. It's good to have you with us tonight. Kristin Smart was a freshman at Cal Poly when she vanished 24 years ago while walking back to her dorm after an off-campus party. Fellow Cal Poly student Paul Flores was the last person seen with Smart the night she disappeared.
We have team coverage on the newest developments in the case. Dave Alley is live in Arroyo Grande, where a search warrant was served at the home of Flores' mother.
But first, we begin with News Channel 12's Natalie Vera live in San Luis Obispo with an update on what investigators were doing today in San Pedro.
Yeah, Scott, Janelle, investigators were searching the home of Paul Flores in San Pedro. He's been a person of interest since this case broke more than 2 decades ago. We know that they also searched 2 other locations here in San Luis Obispo County and a 4th location in Washington State. Now let's take a look from earlier today as investigators searched that San Pedro home. You can see FBI agents and local sheriff's deputies were seen entering and exiting the home as items are taken into evidence. The San Luis Obispo Sheriff's Office says Flores was detained while deputies served search warrants. He was later released and ran back into his home as reporters shouted questions at him. San Luis Obispo County DA Dan Dow tells me his office has been working hand in hand with the sheriff's investigative unit, and he's optimistic that they can make progress in this case.
We believe that he knows a lot more than what he has told the investigators prior to today. After a search warrant is done, if we're able to obtain evidence, it takes investigators a lot of time and energy to pore over all of that information to determine if there's anything relevant for our investigation.
Now, DA Dan Dow did stress that it is too early to tell whether or not they're close to concluding this investigation. He says there is a lot of misinformation and unfounded theories out there. The district attorney tells me it is important to wait for more answers from the sheriff's office as they evaluate new evidence. At this time, the sheriff's office has not revealed more about their search warrants. Last week, they said that they were working the case and provided a list of its efforts since 2011. Those include performing 18 searches at 9 locations, submitting 37 pieces of evidence for DNA testing, recovering 140 new items of evidence, and conducting 91 interviews. Deputies also revealed they had 2 trucks belonging to the Flores family locked away as evidence. Now, all of this comes just weeks after Kristin Smart's family said they had been contacted by an FBI agent and they were allegedly told to prepare for a major break in the case. We did reach out to the Smart family today. They declined to comment on these developments. Live in San Luis Obispo, I'm Natalie Vera, News Channel 12.
Thank you, Natalie.
Now let's go live